that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On 2nd and 11 now. Fitzpatrick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Hauschka now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Fitzpatrick. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, let's go. 58 to Mike, 58.
They'll run on first down. It's Wade. Taron Johnson made the stop.
You got it.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Fitzpatrick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Well, first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he rifles one incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, but it'll be set. second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after 8. Gain of 3.
Jerome Baker in on the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now Allen going to back away and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this one caught by Beasley. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
It's our field. It's our field. And it's our house.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Buying time to his left. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Well, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
2nd and 7 at the 7-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
To return is McKenzie. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
55. Rip left, rip left. 55, come on, God, 55.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. His throw incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Now Allen. Steps away to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
From the 35 on second down, Allen. Then he finds Beasley, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, 30, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Allen, and he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary there, and it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And that's caught by Beasley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Allen now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Allen. He hits Beasley right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. On first down, Allen. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Forced out to his left. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. McKenzie now to return it. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, he's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They run it from the gun with Yeldon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On 1st down, Singletary. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Yeldon. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down now, Singletary down right around the 25. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll have a first down inside the 10, and he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Allen now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Michael Gallup with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 27, Fitzpatrick. Preston Williams, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So first and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Allen. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Allen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Now a run with Singletary. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a second and 3. On second down, Singletary. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially with nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge. Work to be done here on second and 16 after the sack. Now T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Allen. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run here with Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
56.
To the air, Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. And this is Parker, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Now Fitzpatrick. He's got it to Williams. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. To throw is Fitzpatrick. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Matt Milano able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard. They'll run. This is Powell. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. Here's Fitzpatrick. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. But now it's third and goal. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Pro Bowler, Muhammad Wilkerson, brings him down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Here comes Grant on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. This is the running back, Powell. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. 1st down, Fitzpatrick. And he finds Piker here, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Elsewhere, a 4th quarter score now from Tampa. And the Saints have scored again, enjoying a comfortable cushion. A win would be just their 2nd of the year if they could hold on. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Muhammad Wilkerson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Returnable for Grant. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jerry Hughes able to record his 5th sack of the season. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fitzpatrick. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Allen. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Christian Wilkins in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So after the penalty, they're back to where they started. 3rd and 10. Allen. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Allen now looks to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, watch this.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Michael Gallup. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and goal from the 1.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And again, it's Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Now Allen. And it is incomplete. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Buffalo, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else, in their sanity as they move to 4-6. And
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Pops, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert rocket like rocket fuel.